Why humans who use AI will replace humans who don't. Something is happening right now that most people are completely unprepared for. Not because it's hidden, not because it's complicated, but because it's moving faster than most people's willingness to adapt. And by the time they notice, the gap will already be too wide to close. Artificial intelligence is not coming for your job, but the person next to you who knows how to use it might be. This isn't a technology story, it's a leverage story. And once you understand the difference, you'll stop asking whether you should use AI and start asking why you haven't been using it already. 1. You are running on a limited engine. Your brain is extraordinary, but it has hard limits. You can focus deeply on one thing at a time. You get tired, you get emotional, you get stuck. You have blind spots you can't see because they're blind spots. You can only read so fast, write so fast, think so fast, and produce so much in a single day before the quality starts to drop. These aren't character flaws, they're biological facts. For most of human history, those limits were acceptable because everyone had the same limits. The playing field was level. The fastest thinker, the hardest worker, the most disciplined person had a natural edge, but it was a human edge, bounded, predictable. That is no longer the situation. 2. Leverage has always separated the exceptional from the average. The most productive people in history were never the ones who worked the hardest. They were the ones who found leverage. A farmer with a tractor doesn't work 10 times harder than a farmer with a hoe. They work smarter. The output is incomparable. The effort is similar. A writer with a word processor doesn't think faster than a writer with a typewriter, but the speed of production, the ability to edit, restructure, and refine, completely transformed. Every major leap in human productivity came from a tool that multiplied individual output without requiring proportionally more effort. AI is that tool, except the multiplication factor isn't 10, it isn't 100. It is genuinely unprecedented, and unlike the tractor, unlike the word processor, it works across almost every domain of human effort simultaneously. 3. What AI actually does for you. It doesn't think for you. That's the misconception that keeps people from using it properly. AI is a thinking partner, a research assistant, a first draft generator, a devil's advocate, a pattern recognizer, a summarizer of information that would take you hours to gather manually. It compresses the distance between idea and execution. A task that used to take 3 hours of research, drafting, editing, and refining can now take 30 minutes, if you know how to work with it. Not because the thinking is gone, but because the friction is gone. The blank page problem disappears. The research bottleneck disappears. The first draft paralysis disappears. What remains is your judgment, your taste, your experience, your understanding of what's actually good and what isn't. AI produces, you decide, and that combination, human judgment plus machine speed, is the most powerful professional toolkit available to any individual right now. Oven. The people already using it are pulling ahead. This isn't theoretical. Right now, someone in your field is producing twice the output in half the time. Someone is researching topics in minutes that used to take days. Someone is generating, testing, and refining ideas at a speed that was physically impossible 2 years ago. They're not smarter. They're not working harder. They found the leverage. And the gap is compounding, because every hour they save gets reinvested into more output, more learning, more refinement. While the person refusing to adapt spends those same hours doing manually what could have been done automatically. In 1 year, the gap is noticeable. In 3 years, it's uncomfortable. In 5 years, it may be unclosable. 5. The fear is understandable, but it's misdirected. Most people resist AI for one of 2 reasons. The first is fear of replacement. The worry that using AI means admitting your skills are replaceable, that you're outsourcing what made you valuable. But this gets it completely backwards. The people whose skills are most at risk are the ones who refuse to adapt, not the ones who learn to use new tools. Every technological shift in history followed this same pattern. The scribes who refused to adapt to the printing press didn't preserve their value. They disappeared. The second reason is discomfort with imperfection. AI makes mistakes. It hallucinates. It produces generic output when given generic prompts, and so people try it once, get a mediocre result, and conclude it isn't useful. But no tool is useful before you learn how to use it. A guitar in untrained hands sounds terrible. That isn't a failure of the guitar. 6. The only question that matters. Not should I use AI? This question is already answered. The question is, how do you use it in a way that amplifies what makes you uniquely valuable, rather than replacing the parts of your work that actually require you? Use it for the parts that drain you. The research, the first drafts, the formatting, the summarizing, the brainstorming you do alone at 11 p.m. when your brain is already empty. Keep for yourself the parts that require you, the judgment calls, the creative direction, the relationships, the understanding of what good actually looks like in your specific context. That division of labor, machine handles the volume, human handles the quality, is what makes the combination so powerful. The future doesn't belong to AI. It belongs to the humans who learn to work with it before everyone else does. That window is still open, but it won't be forever.